Hey, wellness crew. So I'm still feeling a lot of pain in my back. So instead of a yoga video today, which I know I've been so consistent doing them every day, what I wanted to do is show you how to make my favorite smoothie. All right, so grab ice, of course. And what else? Then what I do, so I live in Texas, and in Texas, we have HEB. So HEB makes this baby spinach and baby kale mix, which I love. I love it in salads, but I actually love it even more in my smoothies. And I have a whole bunch of it. So I'm like, okay, it's a salad and a drink. Okay. So the other thing that I do, I'm literally cutting, like I'm literally making this. This is real time. What I do is I also use half of an avocado. So I start with the side that doesn't have the pit. I save this, and then when I make my next smoothie, I just put it in a bag, put it in the fridge, and then use it for the next one. Because I do these smoothies now recently all the time. And let me tell you why. I feel so good after I drink this smoothie. Sometimes chew it a bit, but that's okay. So yeah, I do avocado. Just falls out. And like the other really cool thing about HEB is I'm gonna do a banana, is they have their avocados like depending on if they're ready now or if they'll be ready in 3 to 4 days. For people like me who are kind of like about avocados, as far as like, are they ripe? Are they not ripe? It's a whole thing. So I absolutely love that. Also, my entire family has worked for HEB at some point in their lives. My entire immediate family. Me, my brother, and my parents. It's actually how my parents met. So I just cut up the banana and put that in. Perfect. Then I got to cut up some strawberries. The different thing that I'm doing for this particular smoothie is I'm adding blackberries and blueberries. Normally, it's just strawberries and raspberries. But I was like, let's add some texture. Let's add some antioxidants. Let's also see what color it turns because normally it's super green. So we will, oops, dropped it on the floor. Sometimes I do the 5-second rule on that one. I'm not going to. So yeah, just slicing up the strawberries. I know everyone's like, you waste so much strawberry from the top. I'm like, leave me alone. Okay, so there's that. Gotta push this down. All right, so strawberries, we are good. Now let's add some blueberries. Oh, there's a whole bunch of these. All right, let's see. We'll do 2 3/4 full handfuls because obviously this is a recipe. Okay, so we're good with these. Now we have the blackberries and the raspberries left. Oh, there's also something new, but I'll get to that in a second, that I'm adding to this beverage. And I love blackberries because of the texture. And when I was growing up, I have family in Missouri. Shout out STL baby, Cardinals fan. What? I'm putting a whole bunch of blackberries. My aunt had all these like blackberry, I guess like bushes or trees, or I can't remember. Bushes, I think. And we would just go back there and just eat all of them. I remember me and my brother, whenever we'd go to visit, we would just go and like go nuts. Okay. And then let's add some raspberries. Now, an idea would be to add a protein powder, but you're gonna think I'm super weird. Allergies still killing me. You're gonna think I am super weird, but I actually like Ensure, like the milk chocolate Ensure, because they make a max protein that's 30 grams of protein, is only 150 calories, and they make one that has 100 milligrams of caffeine. So in the morning, I'll do that if I can't do coffee. But yeah, to have like a full on like thing. Okay, so this is chlorophyll. This was actually suggested by someone that I'm a very big fan of on YouTube. She's a sweetheart. And she was putting it in her water. They say you can put this in any drink. I'm not really going to measure it out. I'm just going to. Okay. So it's like a detoxifying agent. I'm going to grab a paper towel because this stuff will stain. And then everyone will be mad. And while I'm at it, let me get the fallen fruit. Okay. So did that. And now we have the Higher Harvest by HEB, of course. Their almond milk. So, like right at the end. And I know it says to shake well, but my thought process is it's going in a blender. So I literally today just bought 2 of these because like I'm kind of on this smoothie kick because I just feel so good. Feel so good after drinking this. I don't know, I just pour to my heart's content. And the ice is more, so this is like a swell, I don't know what the drinking container is, the word that comes, or is the phrase that comes to mind, right? These are freaking amazing. So when, it's always good to have ice with a smoothie. Let me put this where we put our recycling. It's always good to, like those containers. So, okay, it's good to have ice with a smoothie, obviously. However, what I will also say is that swell container keeps it so cold, but I also grabbed a glass just so that way, like, we can see the color of it, even though we can, technically see it through the blender. So on the blender, we have the ice crush option. That's why I always put the ice first. Okay, and it's the only one that doesn't stay, like when you press on it, it doesn't stay. It just, does it while you're touching it. But now I'm gonna go to blend. All right. All right, so it's still green, but it's like a hunter green. All right, let's see how this turned out. I'm one of those. Okay. And this one I always make a mess, so that's why I'm doing it over the plate. But yeah, this keeps everything so cold. Oh my gosh. I was like, Yeti, what? Woo, right to the top. So that's my tissue. Let me get another paper towel. So you can taste a little bit of the chlorophyll. I'll be real. You can taste a little bit of it. Let's see. But it tastes good. And I feel so much better after like eating this stuff, drinking this. It's just like the best. So there's still a little bit left. Once I get down this, I'll probably get a little bit more down on my nice cup. I'll probably put the rest in there and finish it off. It's so big in my household to not be wasteful. And then the reason I drink from this after filling it up is because of the top. So the top, a little thick, right? So you don't want to be closing it and then have it go everywhere and spill everywhere. Especially since this has the chlorophyll in it. And it is chlorophyll, not chloroform. Okay, chlorophyll is completely different. It is to do a detox, basically. But yeah, that is how I make my smoothie, my infamous smoothie. I think it tastes great. I love it. I feel energized. I feel so much better. Now, the chlorophyll might cause me to kind of like literally detoxify. That's totally okay with me. All the stuff that we have carried in our stomachs, I don't believe, well, it's not that I don't believe in them. I just never want to do a colonic. It's just not in my, thing. So if I have to naturally just like pass some toxins and whatever, I'm okay with it. It's not a big deal. I didn't put too much more than what was suggested. But yeah, that's basically all it takes to make a really easy, for me, a meal. You can always, like I said, add in a protein powder for, complete whole nutrition. So that way you're hitting all your macros. You have your fat, you have your carbs, you have your protein. Or you can just do a supplement, supplemental protein, or you can just eat some chicken. I prefer beef, but hey, there's some chicken in the fridge. I might be eating that later. But definitely, eating healthy and drinking healthy is super important to not only feeling better, but to being able to be in a much better and higher frequency, and really great for when you're trying to meditate. You have a clear mind when you're eating clean. So that's why I wanted to share this. Please, please, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and or follow. And I appreciate so much you watching this. So until the next video, I hope you try this smoothie or a variation of it. Whatever fruits you want, I hope you try it.